what is the length of the speech?
5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7, yes. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, my project was to focus on the positive. And my assignment was for 2 weeks, to record my feelings, what made me happy, what made me sad, how I reacted to them, and how that reaction affected others. Here's what I found out. Things that made me sad. It can be summed up as this: reflected on what I lost or did not have. Thinking back on my marriage that failed, looking at pictures of the kids when they were younger, realizing that they'll be that age again, and the family vacations that we used to have are now long gone. They not necessarily tears to my eyes, but I'm not afraid to admit at the age of 53, I'm okay with crying. I'm confident enough to say that I have feelings and I'm in touch with them. So these things would make me sad. Hearing about friends that have lost their loved ones, their parents, seeing our parents age and remember how our parents used to be and the fun that we used to have. So reflecting back on those things of what used to be, things that were lost, and as I stated earlier, things that I no longer have. Then I thought about those things that would make me angry, mad. A lot of times it would be what's going on in the news. And usually it's centered around someone being taken advantage of. A young person just out there enjoying themselves, being shot for no reason, senseless, having their lives either cut short or adversely affected. Actually, reading books that I love to read, but hearing things in the books that really made me mad. For instance, A Place in This World, about a young man who was an orphan, who was adopted, who became a victim of the system and was adopted by foster parents who were really, really mean, really bad, for lack of a better expression, and treated this young man so pathetically. I got so mad that I just wish I could go into that book and actually put my hands on those individuals and smack them around, which I know is wrong, it's bad thinking, but that's how I felt. It made me very mad, very angry. And then I thought about those things that made me happy. And what really made me happy was talking to family members, giving a call to my cousin to wish my younger cousin a happy birthday, his daughter, and him saying, "Man, I love you. Thank you." Or getting a text from my niece saying, "Uncle Larry, I can't play chess today because I have a test, so can we reschedule?" Or talking to my parents and just being thankful that I still have the good fortune of still having them here with me. And I realized that for those things that made me happy, it was an appreciation of what I have, of realizing just how blessed, just how fortunate I am to have a job working at Ford Motor Company, that despite the pandemic, I'm able to work at home, to keep my job, still get a paycheck, to put food on my table. That's a blessing. And I sit down and reflect and say, I am lucky. I am extremely lucky. And that whatever comes at me, as far as the bad, the things that make me sad or the things that make me mad, wow. When I measure that up to how blessed I am, my blessings are here. The things that make me unhappy and mad, what causes that, it's here. There's no comparison. And so this project was to help me to be sentient of my feelings, of what actually affected me. And as I think about it, as I share with you, yes, reflecting on what you don't have, things that you lost, but you know something, when you compare that to what you have and what you gain and what you can gain, it puts everything in perspective and reminds me to really understand and appreciate that's what's important. When it comes about those things that made me mad, honestly, it was the injustice in the world. That should be a wake-up call to be just, be forgiving, be empathetic, try to understand other people, not be so quick to be judgmental, and when I can, to actually lend a helping hand. And when it comes to what makes me happy, Well, just as I said earlier, reflecting on how blessed I am, counting my blessings, realize the treasures that I truly do have. And so I say this to you, my fellow Toastmasters. Take a moment to get in touch with your feelings. I think this is a very good project, a project that says for 2 weeks, write down those things that affect you, makes you happy, makes you mad, makes you sad. And then how do those feelings affect others? And here's what I can tell you regarding that I learned. If I'm mad or sad, then what I'm doing, if I can't hide it, and that's something else, but you try to hide it and not show it to other individuals, you're either A, not being honest with yourself, or B, you're bringing those other individuals down. And why do that? Why not be that source of light, that's inspiration that brings and lifts individuals up? And a lot of times, especially when people are older or they know you very well, they can see through you when you're trying to put on airs. They can tell when you're trying to be fake and pretend like you're happy when you're not. So rather than pretending, be happy. So I realized if I'm unhappy or if I'm mad, then I'm affecting the others around me because I'm bringing them down. And I don't want to do that. But when I'm happy, oh, I'm bringing everybody up because I'm making jokes. There's a smile on my face and there's a smile in my words. So I ask all of you to, if you have the time, take a moment, take a look at the Innovative Planning Project, Inspiring Others, the effect of positive thinking. Write down those things that affect you, that makes you happy, makes you mad, makes you sad. How does it affect not only you, but how do you respond to it? And how does that affect others? I think you'll find out that putting on that emphasis on the positive will not only make you happier, but you know what? Allows the light that's in you to shine a little bit brighter to make this a happier world. Mr. Table Topic Master.